Welcome back to a new video. So this is my session from Sunday, which was actually two different sessions. So this is in the morning, and just did some squats, 3x3 at 170. Just kind of an experiment that I'm trying. So basically doing squats in the morning every day, and varying depending on what the focus of the afternoon session is. But for the beginning of the week, having either snatch or clean jerk, and then Thursdays and Fridays. Thursday being a lighter snatch and clean jerk day, but doing them together in the afternoon, and then Friday being a heavier day for snatch and clean jerk, and then a lighter day of squats in the morning. Then Saturday being kind of just various accessories such as like rack jerks and push presses and stuff. But depending on how much I stick to, kind of what I have written down, as you'll kind of see as the week progresses, and we'll see how much I end up changing and adapting the programming, or at least the structure of the squats. Will be alternating back squats and front squats until later in the week, where it'll be mostly just front squats. So like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be front squat days. Thursday being, I haven't really decided whether it's heavy or not, but Friday will for sure be a light front squat day, and then Saturday could also potentially be a heavy front squat day. But Friday is, I don't know, it's just something I'm trying to see how it feels to have the squats in the morning. If I have a day where I don't work out in the morning, which is very possible, then just add the squats in the evening session. So it won't really be that big of a deal to do, since that's what I have typically always done. But I was very happy with how squats felt in the morning, and interestingly enough, had a lot of energy coming into these. So the original plan was potentially to do snatches from the ground, but I thought doing Sunday work from the blocks seemed to be, if I was going to do block work, a good day to have it in. And since this was a snatch focused day, just did snatch from the block and pulls. You see here, did 110 for a double. I was really happy with how these were moving. Got up to 120. This first one, you can see it kind of wobbled there in the catch, so I didn't try to do a double there. This one, I actually was successfully able to do a double. And this is 120. I thought I would honestly just miss this weight. Like, I did not think I was going to be able to get up to this weight, especially do it for a double. So I was really surprised. And on the next few sets with it, you'll see that I make it on the first rep, then miss the second of the double twice. And, it just gives me a good point to try to progress to get better at these, because it's a good lift for me. I think I really like them, which is a nice benefit of them. But just, speed under the bar for me is always going to be a beneficial thing to work on. And because I like them, I'm going to be more willing to do them. And you see they were a close miss on a second double attempt. And then this last double attempt, didn't really have much energy left on the second rep, but honestly really happy with how they went to do 120 for a bunch of reps, essentially. Then I dropped down to do 120, or not 120, 100 for three doubles. The first two sets, the first rep was kind of ugly, but the last set, the last double, was the best one. So I was happy with how those ended, and I could already feel like the cognitive difference of just having snatches and just focusing on those for a session, and the difference with those. So I'm kind of looking forward to having more of a focus on that. I think one change that I'll make for tomorrow's session, not just for the afternoon, I should say, is not just doing clean jerks. Obviously, like this session, I did block snatch and snatch pulls. So tomorrow was originally clean jerks, and then clean pulls, and then maybe some overhead press. But I'll probably add in some power snatches, some light power snatches, just to do before clean jerks, because it always feels weird anytime. I almost have never done that, actually, so it would feel weird to just do clean jerks when I go in, but mostly just use the power snatch just to warm up for clean jerks, and I guess get a little extra practice. But it would just, the plan is to get to like 80 kilos, so nothing that's really too radical with that, but just to get a little bit of practice and warm up for clean jerks, and then we'll just see what I'm feeling for clean jerks, if I'm feeling like pushing up heavy with them or not. But just try to get reps like I did today with the block snatches. And then here, snatch pulls, three doubles, similar to the squatting, just alternating every other day, whether it's snatch focus, so snatch pulls, clean focus, clean pulls, and trying to keep the weights. Like this 120 is what I was doing from the block, so that was my justification for doing this particular weight. And similar for clean pulls, obviously, I could do a lot more and still pull it pretty fast, but I think for now, doing the 3 doubles will be sufficient volume since I'm going to be doing pulls every day as well. And sticking with them around the weight that I'm doing on that particular day will kind of regulate them a little bit better and also prevent me from just maxing out, just going berserk with them, which is very easy to do, as you saw last week with the snatch pull. But I even forgot to talk about the heavy day Saturday. So Saturday did not go well. I was starting to get a cold on Friday a little bit. And the Saturday I didn't really feel bad, but I was just tired. And I think that just kind of led to me not having a very good session. Still doing the 125, the 160 the previous week. I kind of knew that, or at least kind of had the thought that like that was probably going to be like the peak of the block. And then trying to get one more week out of it was just a little bit too much. And, getting a little bit of an illness certainly didn't help anything. But that and probably the heavy snatch deadlift a couple days before wasn't the most optimal thing. But also wasn't like a super hard peak. It was just, I'm going to reset anyway the Monday, or in this case, the Sunday. And so I was just kind of seeing if I could. And I ended up getting up. I missed 117, and then I missed 122, and then made 122, and then clarked 127. And didn't even want to try to attempt it. And then I clean and jerked up to 110. I cleaned 130 and then just didn't even attempt the jerk because I knew I just wasn't feeling good then. But, as you can see, like even a day later, I'm kind of feeling significantly better as far as illness goes. So it wasn't even really that bad of one. But, when you're trying to lift at a maximal way, any sort of thing like that's going to be a detriment. And I probably was honestly just sick on Saturday too. Like it probably affected me more than I am thinking. And, it's not just me being bad at lifting. It probably honestly did a little bit, but we'll see. Mostly today, I just kind of had a runny nose, so it's nothing that's too serious. But I'm curious with how this block of training will go. I don't know how long I'll maintain this and kind of push things like this. So we'll see. And I'll adjust as I move forward with these various exercises. If everything is going really well, then I won't change anything. But, if I feel kind of run down and whatnot, I'll probably just make adjustments. But, that and still doing like the rowing and stuff, trying to just add that in randomly and focusing less on the speed of it and just trying to get either like random bursts. Saturday, I did like random bursts of half miles. So I ended up going up to 2 miles. So just 4 different sets, I guess, of half miles. And then with today I did a mile in the morning, and I'll probably do a mile in a little bit after this and before I go to bed. And just try to be not necessarily like super dedicated to it, but at least just doing it consistently and just seeing what the effects are and just trying to be more efficient. I think that will be the biggest thing that I will notice if I stick with this is I kind of have to be more efficient with when I go to bed and preparing myself for the day, the next day, and all of that. So it might just be a positive life thing versus like a truly optimal way for me to train. But we'll see. Who knows? At least for tomorrow, the plan is to get up and do a couple light front squats, or maybe push a little heavier. Not really put a ton of pressure on them, but just to do them. But anywho, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you on the next one, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace.